Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the first episode of Charged Up. I'm your host, Willie Greenwood. And in this channel, we're going to focus a lot on Tesla. I'm a big fan, big advocate of the company. I love everything that they're doing, not only for the world in terms of a sustainability aspect, but I'm also a big fan of the products that they make. Big fan of Elon. I think he's an innovator that's doing his best to help accelerate that transition to a sustainable future. So, big fan of the company, and I really want to. One of the main focus points of this channel is to kind of teach people a little bit about the company, how great of a company Tesla is. I think it's something that kind of gets lost, in the mainstream media. A lot of people listen to, stock analysts, financial analysts. They base their opinions on what they've heard from their friends, or maybe they have, long-standing beliefs of what Tesla is. But I'm hoping that I'm able to discredit or discount a lot of those either negative views or uneducated views about the company. So I hope those of you who are tuning in enjoy. This introduction is not necessarily indicative of how I will present myself on the channel. For those of you who know me, I'm a very opinionated and outspoken person. I love to share my thoughts. And that's exactly why I'm doing this, so I can stop nagging my wife about it and start nagging some people who actually care to listen. But yeah, so another main focus point will be to help people understand the impact Tesla will have on the world. This can't be stated enough. Tesla will have one of the biggest impacts on our entire civilization that any one company has ever had, going back to companies like Apple, Microsoft, that have completely changed the way that people interact with one another, the way that we communicate with one another. You can talk with somebody who's on the opposite side of the world. We've gotten people up into space who are on the space station, and we can communicate with them. So there are things that have happened over time that have led to, mass changes in the way that civilization exists. And this, I believe, is one of those companies that's going to further that, if not exceed any other company that has done so in the past. So I'm excited, and I want to share that excitement with other people. I think other people are again, I think maybe people are misinformed. Maybe they have a favorite news station that they listen to in the morning, and it tells them that they shouldn't invest in Tesla because Tesla is nothing more than a meme stock or a meme company. But when I own, for disclaiming purposes, I own 2 Teslas, have a few on order, most notably the Cybertruck, which I will definitely talk about a lot on this channel. But when you have sat behind the wheel of a Tesla and you've experienced what it's like to drive that Tesla, I'm not one to say that I've necessarily been behind the wheel of, many cars. I haven't experienced all the different types of cars, but the technology aspect that's in this vehicle is unlike anything else out there. And that's saying a lot, because we have, auto manufacturers that have been around for over 100 years. And some of the things that are in their vehicles have been there for many, many years. We all know the common trend that we see a lot of OEMs make, which is they put a new, they change the exterior a little bit. The interior is completely the same. You got the same radio, you got the same, driving functionality, but the vehicle itself may look a little different. So they'll sell you that on that new look. But in terms of innovation, what the vehicle's capable of doing, it doesn't compare. It absolutely doesn't compare. Tesla has over-the-air software updates that constantly make your car better. I purchased my first Tesla back in 2019, but I've been a big fan of the company for, I'd say, about close to a decade now. I've been fascinated with them since I think about 2013. So yeah, and bought my first one in 2019. When I first bought the vehicle, great functionalities, right? But a few weeks after owning it, I got my first update that allowed the car to accelerate. I believe when I first got it, it accelerated 0 to 60, a Model 3 2019 performance. I believe it accelerated 3.5, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. And then overnight, it literally sped up to, I believe it was like a 3.2. So things like that, right? You wake up to a better car. That's unheard of. It's uncanny, right? But when you put your phone, plug your phone in overnight, and you expect there to be, an update in the morning, or for it to update, and then in the morning your phone to be incrementally better until they work out bugs and whatnot, and then next thing you know, you go back to that last operating system, and you're like, this isn't as intuitive as this new one is. This new one that I've gotten used to. So that's the thing with Tesla. It takes some getting used to. It takes some understanding. People, you're not going to understand it right out of the gate. You're not going to look at it the way that you look at, a Ford or an Audi or anything like that. You're not going to look at it that way. Or perhaps you do look at it that way. Perhaps you do look at it as another car manufacturer. And that's why I'm here to again, help people understand Tesla's not simply a car company. Tesla is not simply, just a software company, right? They're a robotics company. They're an energy solutions company. So there's a lot there. We can dive into it. But again, I just kind of wanted to make this introduction episode to kind of tell you guys a little bit about me, why I believe that this is only the beginning, right? For reference, it's October 21st, a day after Tesla's Q3 2021 earnings call, and they just released some killer financials. And I know there's people that I talk to who aren't particularly racing to buy stock because they believe that it's too high. And, over a year ago, I was telling people to buy in right before the stock split, buy in. I had bought my first stock back in March of 2020. So I'm relatively new to this as well. Again, this is only the beginning. I want to help people. We're going to learn. We're going to grow together. But so I bought my first shares back in 2020, again, March. And at the time I was telling people, you should buy in, you should buy in. These are just friends, family, people that I know. Not a lot of people took me at my word. A few people did. And now if I were to ask them, hey, did you think that was a wise investment? Did you come out on top? 100% of the time they say yes. So this is me telling people, get ahead of it. The stock price is only going to go up from here. The company is only going to grow from here. This is the beginning. They're not in a mature state. They're not they're not an Apple, where Apple is, they don't have much else that they are looking to grow from, right? They've grown. They're at a mature state. This is not that. This is completely different. Amazon at a mature state, maybe perhaps still growing slightly, but there's not much more that it can go. So there's a lot to benefit here, and I hope people heed my advice. But that's all for this video. Again, I kind of just wanted to do a little introduction. Probably going to release back-to-back videos. So if you enjoyed this one, please be sure to like, subscribe, share this with your friends and your family. Again, I want to help people. I'm not here to fanboy out, though I am a fanboy, though you guys will, see me get animated. You'll definitely hear me. That's for sure. I don't find what I'm coming to bring as anything more than just a message. So take it as you may, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.